Oh. No, I've done it. Hang on. Don't mind me, I'm actually just pulling up last week's stream so I can see what the hell I did. Well, again, at least in the case of Super Metroid, you fill in the map as you go, so you can kind of see where you've been and what you have done and not done. A Link to the Past is a little less apparent, but at least there, it's easier to keep straight what you could do and not do. Num. Successful in core. Here's Daisy. Yes, hi Daisy. I like how you just hover there and wait for me to start the stream so you can take a flying leap into the bottom of my microphone. One of these days during the setup phase, everybody's just gonna hear like, duh, meow, snap, explode, stream over. It's okay, she just wants some nap time. She's a good kitty. I was just patting the kitty on the head in tune with that. I just needed you to know that. I leaked my big secret to the Stairs Club earlier. The big secret. So the truth is, I like cats. No, LttP, you have like the WinRAR trial period. That's not how this is going. Uh-oh. Hello. I hope while fiddling with LttP I didn't just save state at the beginning of the... We'll see. If so, not a huge deal. Saves should work properly in this, cartridge. This one really tall cartridge. It's kind of interesting how such a short and simple loop can stay listenable for so long. Like, you'd expect that to be really grating, but it's honestly, I don't know, it never really seems to get that way for me. So anyway, back to whatever the hell I was doing here. Yes, good. That is a shame. TechBait says he's discovered you can no longer, swing a hammer into upswing from the jaw anymore, so he won't be able to pump me out of the way of any more charging Basarios. Right, so I guess I was over in the wrecked ship town last time, trying to do what I could around there. I think there's still more stuff for me to find in there. I may need speed boosts for some of it. Yeah, I really don't remember very much. Why don't I start by going over to A Link to the Past? And we'll see what items I have for that. If there's anything I can accomplish on that side. I really should have taken the time to honestly, like, rewatch my entire stream from last week to remember what the heck I was doing. I think that's what it would take. It's been a weird day for me. I woke up early to attend a friggin' employment webinar thing, so I haven't gotten much else accomplished. Alright, so here's X. We are fully Dark World equipped. We have the Moon Pearl, we have Magic Mirror, we have Master Sword, we have Baubles. Theoretically, kind of a lot we can do, maybe. I think I'm kind of already out of stuff I can do in the light world. I could potentially find my way through the dark into to complete Eastern Palace, but no, you still need the bow to finish that. Never mind. There is another way besides the Titan's Mitt to get into Misery Mire in this randomizer, because one of the ways from Super Metroid leads to it. Alright. So yeah, I think I'm out of things to do on this side. I gotta go to Super Metroid and figure out what else I can do there. Not fun stuff. I still don't even have the Varia suit, let alone the gravity suit. So, right, I figured out already that that really limits my ability to explore, Norfair. Because pretty much any way you go there is gonna need the Varia suit for the heat. I don't think this randomizer would make you go to those places without the Varia suit, but I'm not positive about that. Do I have Charge Beam? Nope. The one real blessing about Super Metroid randomizers is that you generally get super missiles, like, really early. Like, way earlier than the game expects you to have them. Done pretty much everything out here. I've done the gauntlet. Got the fire rod there. Yeah, really, I just kind of need a way into the dark world, which Misery Mire would not really help me with since there's no way out from there. Have I gone this way? I mean, this way? I've gone this way. Yeah, it's pink. Excuse. Yeah, still all I have is Morph Ball and Space Jump. I don't even have regular Bomb. Not bad to have Plasma Beam at least, but that's about the best thing I've got going for me on this side. We're in a funky spot on this seat. I'm still not tired of Met X. He's very enthusiastic about elevators. He's like, yeah, I'm going down, yes! No. Yep, I've been here. Whole bunch of places I've already been. Killed Kraid. Norfair's down that way, can't do anything there. Gross. It's gonna make me go to Meridia, isn't it? I know how to get there. I need the speed booster. Let me remind myself where the entry to Misery Mire is. Oh, we can close that. I was still restreaming to myself there. Alright, so... Oh, hell. Well, that's the worst case scenario. I think the the gate to Misery Mire from the Super Metroid side is in, like, friggin' Lower Norfair, where I really can't go. So shit. I gotta find the speed boost. That's gonna unlock a whole bunch of checks for me. I think. At least a few. That suitless Meridia feeling is not a good feeling at all. I think I checked up here and it's just some, yeah, super missiles. I think I'm okay with missing that. I already got the check that's way up at the top of here. Yeah, see, this crap. Now imagine if the entire friggin' world was this underwater bullshit. It's doable, but mostly. But unbearable. I'm just trying to fill in a map here. Ah, damn it. I knew that was gonna happen too. You really kind of can't wall jump underwater. You can't space jump underwater. Ain't pretty. Yes, as Jeffrey Theodore Undertale would say, get dunked upon. So is there anything else I can do here in the wrecked ship? Potentially. Yeah, I think I can get in there. So that check to the right of the save room there, I'm pretty sure you need the speed booster for. I think you need to shine spark to get up to that. On my other seed, the gravity suit was actually elsewhere in the saved ship from its... The saved ship? The, the sunken ship. The wrecked ship. This thing. Wrecked boaty. So it was like almost vanilla, but off-center. Damn it. I've gotten into, you know, lower button is A for confirm mode. Taint. One quirk of this randomizer is, it doesn't matter where you last saved on the Super Metroid side, you're always going to start back at Samus's ship. Or X's hot pink ship. I know it's gonna be kind of a waste of time, but I'm gonna check in here anyway. No, you know what? I've already even been in here, so never mind. No, never mind. Never mind the never mind. I am going to mind. We'll mind at this one time. I was actually watching Oats and Goats' stream a little bit the other day. He's pretty funny. Ow. And, you know, like the top Metroid player in the world, Super Metroid at least. So I had a little bit of fun in there. Yeah, you can get a way in here, but then... Oh, well, here's the way out of the back of the ship for one thing. I kind of forgot about that. Also, I'm like dying from touching stuff. You get too used to ignoring those environmental hazards at a certain point, you know? You've been through all this so many times, you're like, yeah, that's no big deal. God damn it. Okay, I guess there is a check here I can do. Oh, would you look at that? It's the hammer. Good check. What was I thinking this was, then? There's something else around here you need to shine spark to. Maybe that's what actually is going on the left over there. That might be the case. I think that is it, yeah. Because, like, the Chozo statue is right there, and then it brings you downstairs, and then you go to the right. Right. I think... You either need shine spark for that, or there's a way into it. Oh, shit. See, this is what you get for trying to fill in all the pink. Alright, here we go. Meridia practice. Oh my god. In particular, when you turn around underwater, there's a weird amount of extra, like, lag. Good times are not being had. Alright, so what does the hammer open up? Not a ton in the light world. Or does it? It's another case where I could actually just, like, bring up the map and look at it and plot everything out in my head. Oh, you know why? Wrecked ship. More like wrecked poop. God damn it, some sprockets. Alright. So I mostly think of the hammer as, like, a way to get to all the... I'm about to die. Fancy places in the dark world. You need it for a couple of big chests. You need it to get to places. Are you kidding me with that? Right, wave beam is the one that pierces terrain, not plasma beam. Plasma beam pierces enemies. Yeah, I'm finding a lot of good spikes here. Alright, saving doesn't refill your health in Super Metroid, does it? Good, good. A+. I guess let's go back to the... Pimpmobile. How do you Shine Spark? I think... Do you need Charge Beam to shine... not Shine Spark, Crystal Flash. I never did figure out how that worked. I also have no idea. Something to do with power bombs, and then you, like, lose all of your ammo for everything. Do not kill cool robot. Not allowed. Alright, you. Good, good. Need less than 50 energy total, including reserves and a bunch of ammo, says Tama. Yeah, but even then, like, what do you do? Oh, alright. So there is a door that just plain leads in here. Do the special charge beam bomb thing. Alright. Yep, you need speed booster for this. Super bomb cares so little you can't even reveal that it's a thing. Yeah, you probably need charge beam to do it. As a matter of fact, like, almost definitely. Well, alright then. Let's go back to the ship, just so I don't die. You know, I say Oats and Goats is like the world's best Super Metroid player, but I think he kind of ate shit in this most recent GDQ race. He kind of really didn't do great there. No? I thought that was the way. Watch me soft lock. Run completely out of super bombs to get around. Oh, God damn it, X. Well, I've done this in the worst possible fashion. And then you come in here, and then there's the guy, yep. I I thought I was gonna find a way to drop down. If I went the up ways. Not the case. What is this crap? Alright, so 10 missiles, 10 soups, 11 power burger. Less than 50 total energy. Select power bomb, enter morph ball. Holding aim up and aim down. And down plus fire will initiate the crystal flash as a result. Alright. Now I know, thank you. Yeah, this is where I was trying to go. And we're gonna have to come back this way again to exit the other side of the wrecked ship. Simply because I don't know where else to go. Hammer won't get me into Thieves Town, will it? I think you still need the power glove for that. You know what? It does still... No, I don't have the, I thought it'll unlock the thing by the blacksmiths, but no, you need the magic powder for that. I'm like desperately trying to think of any way that the hammer helps me. I can get over to the... Ooh, it can get me over to the right side of Death Mountain. Alright, you know what? That's good enough. There's a good number of checks over there. I meant to say yes, safe. The quick route to the Super Metroid way to Death Mountain is via... Norfair. That's over on my right, isn't it? I could theoretically just kind of... No, I don't think I don't think I can get there quickly. It's fine. It's easier to get around in A Link to the Past than it is in Super Metroid, for me at least. So we'll just go over there. I feel like sometimes at the starts of my streams I get some viewers who come in you know, like they see a tweet or something and they're just like, hey, that sounds quasi-interesting. And then they're like already gone by the time I start doing anything. Damn it. Yeah, I am wondering what the Crystal Flash animation would look like for X. Oh yeah, have booty. I have the shovel as well. Okay, hold on. Forgot about that. So I'm pretty good at getting... Oh, I don't know what that was. Getting around in the... Ooh, what do you know? I do have a way into the Dark World. That does not require Titan's Mint. Alright, cool. There's a lot we can accomplish here on A Link to the Past side. Hopefully get a gravity suit. Fluty Grove first. Whoa, this guy's loaded! Have I been to Scamfish? I've been to Scamfish, haven't I? Pretty sure. Alright, so I'll go up Death Mountain first. I just remembered I don't have the dag blasted lamp. Alright. You guys want to see me try to feel my way through the dark up Death Mountain? Can I pull that off? it's a long shot. I feel like that's the kind of thing that I could maybe do on my own time, but will struggle due to stream brain. I'll try it. I'll give it a shot. Oh, good, blueberries. I'm already maxed out on blueberries. Yeah, so like I can get over there, but I can't do anything in the cave without magic powder. I definitely already got the thingy out of the Lost Woods. Yeah, what about these down? I feel like you need the Titansmith. You do not? Oh, well, shit, okay. I can do a lot on A Link to the Past side right now, actually. The hammer kind of blew this right open. Good. I'm glad I checked that instead of just thinking forever that I needed another thing for it. There's my limited Super Metroid experience showing. Alright, here goes nothing. I mean nothing if we're lucky. This guy gonna give me... yeah, these guys all draw 20 rupees at a time. I want to be excited about that. It's too bad rupees aren't really useful. Alright. No, am I on the wrong track here? Okay. Alright, so that's a door transition, I think. I wonder if I picked up Oldman. Holy crap. Alright, so we've demonstrated my inexperience with Super Metroid and my too much experience with A Link to the Past. I can't believe that went that well. 10 arrows. Give me 10 arrows. Do it. 5 missiles. That's... I mean... it's like the Super Metroid equivalent. Okay. There was a hole I had to navigate around in there, too. I was fully expecting to find that hole. Somehow or another, I knew about it well enough. Ooh, I had to step around it. Good lord, why does that keep happening? I might just explode during the stream, sorry. I've definitely already checked all this out. I can get into the cave down here with the hammer, and I could even potentially survive it with the cane of Burna. Gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna burn my other potion, but again, if the, I know a good place to get rupees if we need them. Not bad. Then these all drop health and none of them drop magic, right? Right. Safe. Not bad. Wow, the Cane of Burno is much better for that than the cape. They both work. Cane is much more magic efficient. Which makes sense. I should probably fill my other potion, my other bottle with potion at some point soon anyway, before I forget. I've already forgotten what we were talking about. So, I've done the Tower of Hera already, but how could I forget? You always know if you fought the Moldorm recently. It's impossible to forget if you've already done Tower of Hera. Alright. Do I have bugnet? I do not have bugnet. I fear the B button on my controller is getting a little bit chintzy. It's hard for me to admit, as a big fan of my 8-bit dough. But it's gotten a tad suspect. I believe you... yeah, as if I wanted to get into Turtle Rock anyway, you need the Titan Spin. Alright. This is one of those parts of the game that I really don't have memorized as well as you might expect. Like, I kind of feel like I'm just feeling out Death Mountain all over again each time I come to it. Like last time I was thinking of a couple of item checks that turned out to be in the Dark World. Reserve tank. Is that all the reserve tanks already? Nice. Alright. That's one check. Rumble. Stop it. Butthole. Yeah, so 4 exists total. I think that may have been the 4th. Need a hookshot for that, just leads to fairies. I don't think I need to be here. This is just a shop, isn't it? Yep. Buy a heart for 10 rupees, I'm going to. Yeah. Patronage. Supporting small local businesses. Bonk. Get out of here. Get out of here. Alright, so... do go down there at some point, but maybe not run right just now. Okay, maybe yes, right just now. You... Thomas says excitement tanks. I'm thinking excrement tanks. Darn. I mean, I shouldn't scoff at more energy tanks. I'm going to need them. I would rather have them than not. They're just not exciting, is all. Nobody's ever jumped for joy at an energy tank. Oh, alright, there's regular bombs. That's something I needed. So I don't have to use burn super bombs to ball jump. Nothing else of import. Just ammo. And I think that's all I can check here right now. Yep. Why'd I go that way? I think my little pea brain thought I was going upstairs. For some reason I thought there was a lot more right there again. I must be thinking of the Dark World again. Then again, there was another cave I can, like, jump into, isn't there? I almost do like that about them. You can just kind of... something satisfying about doing that. Yeah, here's where I thought I was going. Who's this? Sorry, who's this on my phone? What's wrong? Oh, I've been followed by somebody on Twitter. A lot of people in the Vulture Party Discord stream on a regular basis for blowing up their announcements. channel. Right down here. And this is probably nothing. Yep, big fat nothing. What I would give right now to have the flute. I could just... Yeah, you know what? I try not to abuse this too much. We'll pretend I'm speed running. I gotta save the frames. This is important. Another one of my patented high damage, low speed speedruns. I checked in there, didn't I? Yeah. I'm sure that was probably about the first thing I checked. Save the animals, kill the frames. That's right, that's me. Also, I guess the new thing is anytime I pick something up, you have to say, let's go. Or if I, you know, just defeat a boss, you say, let's go. Or if I find some rupees, you say, let's go. And then when I complete the entire game, you say, let's go. And this entire time, I've had no fucking idea where we're going. So, in Vanilla Link to the Past, as we established, you freeze a guy. And then if you kill him with a hammer, he has like an overwhelming chance to drop a magic decanter, but I guess that's not a thing in this version? I'm wondering if that was a US-only thing. Yeah, it keeps doing that. I keep getting double inputs. I don't love that. Where am I going? I have a couple of options. You can go to Hype Cave. I've been doing this for... I'm, like, actually starting to learn the terms for these places. I actually kind of almost don't like that. But, yeah, there's stuff we can do over here. I mean, it's called Hype Cave. How can it be bad? I would say let's go, but that's not something we say before things happen anymore. Alright, I'll drop it. I'm just saying that shit's annoying to me. Actually, I already have one of the red crystals. The other one is in Turtle Rock. Of course it is. Alright, you. What do you got? Piece of heart. More like piece of fart. I didn't even get around to setting up that sound thing today. Hey! That one cursory expenditure of effort for the day totally burned me out. I was just like, yeah, I'm done. Alright, well, that's another check and another location for me to go to. What else is in this region? Not a lot. I don't believe there's any check west of Lake Hylia in the Dark World. I keep half expecting there to be an equivalent cave here, but then I think there isn't. Yeah, no, so the lake just terminates there. No cave there, right. Nothing I can check on the left without the book. Can't go in there without the fins. So yeah, we're good for here for right now. Hold on. Couple of other things, actually. Alright, we'll stay in the Dark World for right now. Hell, as I think of it, this actually opens up like this whole side of the Dark World. I got the hammer, I can get up past the Palace of Darkness. All kinds of crap to do here. For some reason I was thinking I was locked in right around the swamp region. Hey! That's useful in situations. Did I kill Aghanim? I can't even remember if I killed Aghanim or not. I feel like I went in there and then backed out because it was dark. I don't remember. Yeah, I don't think I did kill Aghanim. I also don't think I have any good reason to. I need Flute to do anything with you, right? Oh, thanks for the rupees. Like, thank you for coming to my grove. Here's $5. I have 814 rupees. I hope I can afford the dig game. I don't think I can get up into the village proper from this direction. Yeah, so to get, like, up into the village, you need the Titan's Mitt. But I can get here from the other side with just the hammer. I mean, I paid for the full time. I'm gonna dig. I actually made a pretty decent profit on this. Big money, big prizes. Yep, alright, done there. Alright, hang on. I'm gonna leave the portal right here. Back in the light world. Go sprinkle magic dust on the thingy. The guy will zap me with 10 arrows. Stupid damn bug. Hang on, hang on. Sprinkle. Some buggy a second ago. Where'd you go? Oh, it's the Footy. Nice. Yes. Sorry, I'm just making a complete mess out of this. Stand by for a sec. Don't electrocute myself. Alright. Okay, so I can go get Burb. Burb is useful. Burb is very useful. And I can go tootle the floodle at Stump Boy. No, I don't have to tootle the floodle at Stump Boy. He doesn't actually do anything. That's right. Never mind. I would tootle the floodle if it actually did anything, but I think he's already Stump. Tootle the floodle. Every rose has its thorns. Just like every cowboy sings a sad, sad song. Alright, back to my Dark World business. We're doing really well on the Link to the Past side. This is going quite well for Linkman X. Bonk. Bonk. What? You're never ready for that. Check this guy anyway. Yeah, he's stuck. Zeor says, wait, are we just yelling random GDQ things? Orb! This guy gets it. Now we're doing it. Now we're big time streamers. On my way to the top. I was noticing that Let's Go is a weirdly pervasive rising thing even before it was set to like 29 out of 30 stimuli during Games Done Quick though. I don't know who decided we were going to completely change the meaning of the phrase "let's go," but that's the world we live in now. I said I was going to let that go. I had to explain a little bit. Uh-oh. Speaking of letting something go. Oh my god. Okay, that's much better. You didn't hear anything. Even if you did. No, you didn't. I can get into the Eastern Palace now, can't I? If I want. I know I can get up here. I can check the pyramid. I can check the weird fish guy. Yay! Seriously, like, what are you expected to do with all these rupees in the base game? I mean, it's great that you have so many options to raise the rupees you need. Alright, you know what? Yeah, that's good. Like, that's fair game design, but, like, also, there should be some sort of rupee sink, something you can do with the rupees. This is before they were, you know, making game design decisions like that, really. We didn't care about those things back in 1993, question mark. Yeah. I like how bees are apparently the same organism in both the light and dark worlds. Like, both of them had the same bees. Bees did not need to change for the dark world. Either that or there's some sort of link between the bees and the moon pearl. Yeah. Throwing crap into your pond, numbnuts. You're killing me, man. I keep hearing, when I review my VODs, that anytime I set something down on the desk or move something around on the desk, the vibrations travel through the arm of the mic and make a really weird sound. It's not like a loud or exceptionally unpleasant sound, but it's noticeable. I just wanted you to know that that's what that is. I'm just hearing the resonance of the mic. Fucking ow. They're just like bags of noodles. How do they hurt that much? Alright, you know what? Palace of Darkness presents an obvious problem without the lamp. So I could get in there and potentially get some stuff. But... there we go. Have I escaped the Dark World? But I'm gonna go to Thieves Town first, because there's a much higher likelihood of better stuff for much less effort. We're gonna visit my girlfriend. I don't know why I said that. Everybody's my girlfriend. Hey, baby. I got a beer. Nah, I just wanted to. I can check a couple of things here in the dark world. Well, actually one here in the light world, but I have to go through the dark world to get there. No. Boy, I'm a real charmer tonight. Only the best explosions of sound coming out of me. It's like, how am I still single? I do all the good stuff. I play video games all the time. I expulse at regular intervals. Sometimes I say words like scrungus. Ah, crap. I just realized I can also do Skullwoods. Thieves down first. Speaking of which, some checks here in the village. Before even that, I'm gonna go up and left before, up and right before I forget. Why have the... You need the cape. Yeah. This guy, so this was just an advice guy up here, wasn't he? Yeah. Pass. Go away. Fair enough. Okay, so. Okay, so. Here's the Earth. It's chilling. Damn, that is a sweet Earth, you might say. Round? Alright. I feel like this was actually like a big oversight. Ow. To be able to do that without the Titan's Mitt. And this is where the cape is, isn't it? Rolling out, ice capes melting. Meteors becoming crashing into us. I had this whole thing memorized. I'm sure I still do. Still think it's downright weird, like the only place in this where you see a fully cracked wall in this tile set is in like that one room in Turtle Rock. Well, it's gonna be another case where I'm gonna be like trying to get to Ridley with no screw attack, no Varia suit, just running for my freaking life through Lower No Fair, trying to tank it all with my hundreds of E-tanks, counting on my like 80 super missiles to get me through everything. It's a lot like what I felt like my previous run felt like. Felt. I'm gonna buy a fireproof shield simply because there ain't dick else worth spending 500 rupees on. And because it will be a shield upgrade. You say this? Anything wrong? I can breathe! Nope. And we'll buy your red V shield. That's how loaded with rupees I am. I'm just making it rain. Passing by people just be like, hey, buy yourself something pretty. Is there anything else up next to do? Ooh, wrong button. Press map button, not explode button. Is there anything else? No, I don't think there's anything up there. To the left of Death Mountain and the right of the woods, I mean. Alright, so I checked that. I think that's pretty much all the Dark World, Overworld miscellany. My god, what did I eat? Something bad's going on down there. Yeah, 20 rupee, yeah! You need Titan's Mitt to either get into this yard over here or to get Frogman. Yeah. Shop. It's another old video game trope. Shops set up in, like, impossible locations that are extremely hard to reach. You gotta love the Barner chickens. Bird. Is there a third one of these? I kinda don't remember. I can get something out of there. No, I guess not. Just those two. Maybe. Yep, that's a shop. That one I checked. Go away. What even are those guys? Like the Dark World's supposed to change your shape. Like according to what's in your heart. These guys just got changed from thieves into like fox thieves? I don't know, they don't even look like foxes, they just, I don't know. Then again, I suppose a lot of people just plain turned into monsters, like the people who followed Ganon willingly just became monsters. Like the Moblins and such. Yeah, 50 rupee, yeah. Alright, I think that's it for Village of Outcasts. Yep. I like it actually like rolls backwards away from that when it gives. Alrighty, how many times have we done this song and dance? A lot of the enemies in this game, like these guys, look like they're confused all the time, but then actually they like close in on you with an annoying efficiency, and you don't expect them to. There's almost no wrong way to navigate this section of it. You can kind of just figure it out as you go. Big key. Uh-oh. X, you must go to Turtle Rock. Ooh. There you must face and defeat Turgid Mallard. I prayed that such a day would not come, X. Are you real? Yeah. I think this doesn't go anywhere, though. It's just this little boxed off part, isn't it? Yep, look at me remembering. As I go through the motions anyway. What's in the box? No, I guess there's not a box here. Just a door. Pop. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Here's another box. Key. My favorite box. Nice! I believe that is the gravity suit. Alright, that opens up Meridia. But depending on the rules of the randomizer, it may or may not also heat shield me, but it varies. Some will say if you don't have the Varia suit explicitly, you do not get heat resistance. Fuck. Yeah, whatever. Burn it all. I bet some people are like searching for Super Metroid randomizers and finding, you know, finding my tags, like streaming Super Metroid, streaming, you know, randomizer tag. And they're just like, what, why is Zelda? What is this? You lied to me, Zeor_TV. That's a flaw in my username, as a matter of fact. People who read my username without knowing me, you know, they call me Zeor TV. I'm just like, nah, I'm Zeor. Zeor TV's the Twitch thing. Arg. Those guys too, like you don't expect them to, and sure, you get stuck there, sure. The best sounding room in the entire game. Time goes. At this point, if they're looking at Metroid randos, they probably know all about all the mixed ones. Yeah, true enough. Still, I'm sure that happens a non-zero number of times. So this is going to be, this is going to be the bow. Here we go, okay, the bow. Damn. Oh my god. Well, the timing of that was good. I'm a bad person. I think I found a side effect of this Soylent stuff. I am 12 years old. Do I want to go down here? I think I want to go down here. Yeah, definitely want to go down here. I do feel like this B button going bad is a relatively new phenomenon, because I don't remember that being a big problem last time I streamed this. I wouldn't call it a big problem in most cases. Once in a while. Oh no. I come into this room every time, and it's never a good idea. Bye. Oh, come on. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna get, I'm gonna stick with the bow. I'm gonna keep willing it to be the bow. Give me the bow. So nobody in Hyrule I can steal a bow from? Hello, fair maiden. I have killed everything in this room. I have done sword murder upon all of them with my very deadly weapons. All for you. I came into their own home, made them all dead. That's what the ladies want. I checked everything in here, right? Yep. This place I have down pretty well, I feel. It's not really the most complicated dungeon. Being crushed by big objects is depressing. Why you gotta be like that? Yeah, pretty good timing on buying the fireproof shield there. Blind, I think, sorry, I read chat and my brain short-circuited. I think is vulnerable only to the sword. Oh shit. Alright. No problem. No arg. Problem. Maybe some problem. You are. Good old Blind, everybody's favorite boss. Damn it. Alright, hang on. I went into clutch mode there, but it wasn't enough. Okay, I have not killed Aghanim, I can tell by the music. Tamako's the 7 words she wants to hear. I have killed everything in this room. Again, what am I saving rupees for? Sure, go all blue. Go all blue. I think sometimes I just plain don't take talking seriously enough. And then all of my enunciation just goes... If I want to say all my words correctly, I have to be at least slightly focusing on it. Grawl Blue sounds like one of those AI color names. Like Burf Pink. I actually used those in all, like, the vital stats on Grand River. I just filled it all in with nonsense. Eye color, Clardic Fug, of course. Stop that. Like, there's no safe way to approach in damage blind. Except when it's on this side, I guess. You are at least not expected to have better than Master Sword at this time. Supposed to have the Titan's Mitt before you get Tempered Sword. Oh. Oh yeah, I remember Grawl well. I was into that for a little while. It didn't, oh hey, that's a decent find. That's a couple of checks. It only kind of ripped sprites off from Link to the Past, like it probably ripped the sprite template off. And then made them legally distinct trademark, except not quite. It was pretty awful. Like, there was very little that was honestly good about it. And yet, you know, part of my youth. One of those things I could do on my original Windows 98 PC. Techman says it originally had riff sprites, but then I think redrew them slightly. That sounds plausible, yeah. I don't know. Alright, great, I really am turning into Vinny. I've got the Vinny disease. It's progressive. I gotta go and read this slab. And get my 5 missiles. Ground Online was like the first game where I really went mad with customization. And the interface of it was... There wasn't an interface. To change all your stuff, you just... you had to, like, enter friggin' commands in chat. Switch all your sprites. But I still... didn't bother me. I went through all of them. Some of them were animated. Remember the one that had the nice, like, deep blue glow effect around the outside? I like that one. Watch this vulture fucking die. Too close to the magic. Alright, Powerberg. I don't think I want to do this right now, actually. Hang on. Where do I want to be? I actually messed around a little bit with custom levels as well. That was the first thing I did that resembled programming, as a matter of fact. I remember looking into the code of some existing levels and being like, huh, I can do that. You know what, I remember bug fixing, actually, a level that was broken. In, like, Chaos Continuum, or whatever that series of levels was. I don't know how I pulled that off. Or actually, I'm not sure if I actually fixed the bug, or if I just wrote in, like, a bypass. Something that just said, no, you know what, you got through here, good job. Right, Dead Mountain. Right, as I think of it, I actually remember trying to... I set up a house where you can actually, like, touch some objects to switch your shields and stuff. Instead of using chat commands. It's pretty advanced for... idiot kid Zeor. Had to have been, like, 13. But at the oldest. 13 sounds about right. I still feel like I wonder if I could do programming as a job. I don't know, it's hard to say. But either way, I have not really... I mean... in pretty much all ways that count, the fun thing about programming languages is they are languages. Like, what a programming language is, it's the language that, like, it's the interpreter between human and machine. And like any language, it has, you know, its own unique grammars and syntaxes and such. And like any other language, if you don't practice them, you get rusty with them. And that is on top of a rather limited amount of knowledge I had in the first place. So as I am now, I don't know if I could make it as a programmer. Unless I got, like, babby entry-level job that expected me not to know anything. Shit. So once in a while, I think if I should look up, like, a crash course on Python or something. Everybody seems to be talking about Python these days. Alright, so, like, Upper Norfair, yeah, leads back here to Death Mountain. I could, in fact, get there, like, presently. Yeah, I might take a look at that. And right, lower Norfair is what leads to Misery Mire, which, shit. Alright, there's more I can accomplish here in the Dark World for right now. But I was thinking, may soon be time to see if the gravity suit gives you heat resistance in this rule set. Yeah. Let's go to Skullwoods, I guess. Oh, my bottles are full anyway, right? Yeah. I feel like the Grawl editor's language was probably one of those. It was just like a derivative of Lua or something. Something really simple. Something proprietary in any case, yeah. I believe if you go in the right entrance here, it just cuts diagonally up through the whole Skullwoods without leading you to anything. I hate the Skullwoods. Yeah, so here's another difference. Like, I noticed in my vanilla playthrough that, like, you got the Howling Wind effect here, like I expect hearing over this music track. Yet here, none, just music. Did I get that backwards? Am I in the diagonal path that leads to nothing now? I think I am. Yeah. I knew it was one or the other. Skullwoods is just plain not a good time. So, killing Aghanim is what opens up this check. And I'm sure I looked here last time and probably determined it was a thing not worth getting. Let me double check while I'm in the neighborhood. Yeah, just some rupees. Oh boy. Hold on, mic adjust. I decided to sit back. Take it easy, so I gotta point the mic towards myself. Destroying your immersion in this Zeor TV experience. Yeah. Alright, Skullwoods then. What's up here? Full heart container. I do feel like I'm doing a good job of getting through all of this with a minimum of guidance at this point, though. Like, at this point, I'm familiar enough with the whole process that I pretty much know where I'm going and what I'm doing. So I got that going for me, which is neat. I think I always liked the Light World dungeon music a little bit better, if I'm honest. No need to go in there right now. Harp. Ow. Alright, good check. Oh, come on. I lost all of that time in progress. Burn on fire until dead. The music died? Alright, good. Silent dungeon. Oh. I don't know if those are coming through or not. Or at not. I don't if those come over when not. God, I'm really sucking at Skullwoods. Point is, I'm busting some pretty heinous ass over here. I don't recommend it. It's not pretty. I have elaborate booty chaos. Please not mad. Alright, keys for days. Get all the keys. Listen, you fucker. Skullwoods, right. So, that door is locked. I don't gain anything from unlocking it. I feel like I may make my life easier somewhere down the line if I save this key. Arg. Arg. Why do you hurt so much? Alright, fuck all y'all. I'll love you all. Guard! Corvus! Bye. Still no big key, still no big key. Alright, I think I'm going... Well, no, there's one more hole I have to fall down and then over to Big Face. Yeah, I always hope to find the big key early here. God. Burn it all down. One of those puzzles where you always remember the first time you figured it out. Oh no! Ugh. What did I do? Like, for me at this point in my life, farts are usually just a portent for something bad on its way. It's unusual for farts to persist for this length of time. Nobody needs to know this. Why am I saying this out loud? This is awful. This is the worst stream ever. I'm the worst person on Twitch. You know what? I could still find a way. And it's like, now see if I were farting with my boobs out, that would change everything. I mean everything. That would change the very paradigm of all streaming. This was a huge waste of time. This just leads to fairies, doesn't it? I mean, I could use a fairy, but... not even fairies, just this crap room. Shit room for idiots. Hello, you've reached the Sans hotline for idiot babies. Totally forgot there was a key there. Alright, let's get the big key from probably this chest immediately on your right when you walk in. Oh! I have problems. Yeah, that one. And then double back. These either aren't that bad or my nose has given up trying to describe them to me. I would believe either. My nose is often asleep on the job. This is gonna stick. Yep, there it is. Stick in my mind forever now, for the rest of my life, whenever I'm in this room. Whenever I'm in the Skull of Woods. I'm gonna remember the farting Mega Man X episode. Zeor was like Scrungus and then farted for 15 seconds and then laughed at himself for an hour. Really am making stream history here. Hashtag livestream fail. Ow. Hush falls over the crowd, except for the one guy who was really amused. Guess I know where my core audience lies. Should make this my new bit. Why do I even need to set up a fart extension when I can just do all the farts? And I can set up some bit just like, yeah, I can set up some Zeor bucks purchases for varying tiers of like, Zeor, please stop farting. But I never do. Also, that chest was balls. Like some of the best video game players in the world are running these randomizers. Some people make like a career out of becoming really good at these things. People who can finish the Super Metroid and Link to the Past randomizer in like 28 minutes. Here I am just like, wait, have I been here already? Fart! God damn. I think I found a way to actually go burn through all my rupees at this rate, criminy. I mean, fairies are free, but still. Okay, time to sit up. Okay. Let's all just settle down. Please do not squeeze the oxygen bag on the, Zeor TV brand survival apparatus. Where did I go wrong? How am I this? What world created me? What god permitted me to exist? Nope. Alright, well, all the keys are accounted for at this point. One of these is gonna be magic, right? Two of these are gonna be magic? Just one. Like, yesterday I felt like I was doing legitimately pretty well. I felt like a good streamer energy, that Skyrim stream. Felt like everything was going pretty well. Today I'm just like, hey, what's up, internet? Remember to beat the fuck out of that like and subscribe button. Shit. Yeah, I felt like this might go badly. You can't take too much more. No. Yep. There isn't anywhere in Skullwoods where one can get fairies, is there? Well, there's some paperwork I can do while I'm in this neighborhood. Oh. Somebody's gonna find out there's like an obscure rule in the terms of service is stop farting all the time on stream. Boo. Can Burp reach here? I don't think Burp can reach here. Totally can. Good Burp. Thanks, Potion Lady. Yeah, well, like I said, I found a way to dry up all those rupees I kept getting. Speaking of which, I had like a little rupee squeeze toy, like a stress ball thing, on my desk at one point in time, which was seized by the estate of Daisy. Because it was kind of a fun thing to swat around, because it has like angles and it bounces in all kinds of unpredictable ways, and it's a fun thing to hawk down the hall for her to chase after. She liked it. No idea where it is. It got quite lost. And same thing with another stress toy, like an egg. And so I'm talking to my cat. I'm like, "Where's your egg? What did you do with egg? Where's egg?" She's like, "Meow." I'm like, "Where egg? I wish to throw egg for cat to retrieve." Or not retrieve and just chase after. Do not know what did with egg. Daisy loses all her toys is what I'm saying. Clearly you need more symmetrical stress toys, says TechBane. Oh, they're both perfectly symmetrical, I'm just saying, like... I did have one that she really liked. It was, I mean, like an actual cat toy that was both bouncy and had, like, feathers all over the back of it. Need to get another one of those. She couldn't resist that thing. Stop that. Oh, you anus cops. Alright, here's a gamble. Let's see how much I make back on this. No. That gamble didn't go well for me. Shit. Nyarp. Friggin' Gyptos are the undisputed king of looking like they are not closing in towards you and yet relentlessly do. Here's sons of bitches. Zeor says, I heard you say a gamble didn't go well. We're not still talking about farts, are we? No. This is a different gamble. As far as I know, I've been winning all those ones. Wafting. Ow. Fuck. Oh my... Crundle. Alright. Yeesh. Shot. Yep. Okay. Give me the bow. You fucker. Okay, so how much of the eastern, the Palace of Darkness actually is in darkness? Darkness. Darkness. Also, no armor upgrades on either side. No way, I just got the gravity suit, that's right. I just haven't played with it yet. Nuggets. Can't get in there. Could theoretically get there, but I have to go through... No. Again, depends on whether the gravity suit decides it's heat resistant or not. Cannot get into Dark World Death Mountain in any meaningful capacity without the Titan's Mitt. I may be able to make some headway into the Palace of Darkness. I guess I'll go that way. It's like, it's either that or go to Meridia, and I really don't like Meridia. Even if I am gravity suit equipped, Meridia is just kinda not a good time. At least I have the plasma beam, so I should be able to deal with the pink pirates. Potentially, theoretically. was actually like a point of contention at work a few jobs ago where like I didn't phrase things certainly enough. I kept just adding words like theoretically or like probably or potentially or, you know, I'm pretty sure, should, etc. Which I especially do as an IT guy because, you know, IT. Somebody was just like, can't you just, you know, say for sure that it's going to work? And I'm just like, if you want me to lie to you, then sure. It's a weird thing to ask me to do, but... And that's why I don't like the work life. No, why don't I just buy a green potion? Because of shit like that. Because you're like expected to lie to everyone. Because everything in the capitalist world is fucking fake. Yeah, I really just want to go get that green pendant and whatever else is in there, but, yeah, that's a Super Metroid thing. This is a Dark World portal I can get into without the Titan's Mid just below the Eastern Palace, right? It does at least seem like the work search requirements that are now in place to collect unemployment in Pennsylvania won't be that bad. You have to apply... You have to either apply for 3 jobs a week, or to 2 and then some other work search activity. And a valid one of those activities is to attend one of the PA Career Link online webinar dealies. Which I did this morning. And it actually was not useless. I learned a couple of tips I can apply to a resume. So, that's fun. See, I just shouldn't talk about reality at all while I'm streaming unless it's about farts. Because pretty much everything about reality over the last, let's say, all years, it's been pretty depressing. We don't come here for reality. We come here from Mega Man X, defeating Ganon. Because Link is drunk again. Ass. Motherfucker, do you see how hard that guy hits? It's just bleeding unnecessary is what it is. So I always come in here, and then I think I always end up reminding myself that this guy doesn't actually have chests in the back like Sinistral does. He just has a few skulls, right? Either way, I could use the skulls. Yeah. Another point of meditation. If you're a streamer the size of Vinny or Joel, and you have literally like 5,000 to 8,000 viewers in your stream at a time, chat's not really going to do you much good. This chat just goes too damn fast. And once in a while you see a funny, smart-ass remark slide by. For the most part, it's like incomprehensible. But still, some people who stream professionally only have like 800 to 1,000 viewers. And in those cases, that chat is actually pretty manageable and not really anything to be afraid of. Or, well, I mean, not that afraid of. Wow, okay, he was way more expensive than I thought. I almost blew it on that one. Alright. I'm only like, alright, because I've come into this dungeon with the expectation of not being able to finish it. Maybe, though. You know, I don't think there are that many dark rooms in here. No, you know what? I need the bow. You only need the hammer to deal with the boss, but there are some enemies in here where you need a bow to defeat. And a door It only opens when all enemies are defeated a bow. So basically I'm just coming in here to get a few checks. There's some chests I can reach, but just like the Eastern Palace, I'm not going to be able to finish it. For, in fact, the very same reason. Kiki's a friggin' criminal. Capitalist bitch. There's that damn bug again. Yeah, here you are. I was talking about you, and yet I walked right into you. These guys impervious to all except bow. Alright then. Sword. I like that, I don't know if there's like a front or a back to those enemies. They're just kind of radial leggy shells. I guess there's a little thing there that might be like a little turtle head, but don't take this from me. Alright. There we go. Just gonna leave him there. Oats and Goats made me realize that I never even really thought about using the damn grapple beam just to grab the things from the guys coming out of the spawners. It was just like standing there and just whipping the grapple beam back and forth and just like turbo farming. I'm just like, that is the simplest trick. It's somehow I never conceived. Like, you don't think of the grapple beam as something that's useful against enemies. Think of it as useful against ceilings. Yeah. Get out of here. Meow. Good, good. Nuts. Somehow I forgot about that chest. Speaking of fart, I feel like the tempest has died down. There's still some unrest, but I feel like local law enforcement has it under control. Now, I know if I go up there, I'm just gonna run into another one of those guys who's impervious to all but arrow. Can I? Nope. You need arrows to get up there. So there's a quite good chance I'm just wasting my time here. Yeah, I think so. There may be like one or two more chests I can check. Nope. So wait a minute. Those guys are there. Because I thought these guys were only in 2 rooms. Oh, come now. I was remembering backwards. You know, for a change. Balls. I'm trying to get cute with it instead of doing the obvious thing. Yeah. Get out of here. Key? Missiles. Alright, we're done in the Palace of Darkness for right now. There's nothing down... Well, hang on. Nope. It's actually worth picking up these rupees. I thought I was set for life. Oh, never mind. Screw this. Yeah. Alright then, back to Super Metroid is where we're going. Fuck me. Alright. So, which way do we want to re-enter Super Metroid? We can take the shortcut to... Brinstar. Now let's just go back to Samus's boat. Wherever that was. Still, I really find myself trying to formulate guesses as to where that rupee might have gone to. It might have bounced under like the dresser in my room, but that would be a pretty impressive feat of physics. Anyway, here's a new, excitingly colored Mega Man X. We have bomb. We have gravity suit. That is it. Not a whole lot has changed, except pretty much all of Meridia is open. Hooray! Yeah, I guess we would skip over orange Varia suit colored X. Straight to tasteful purple and white. Yeah. It is also a defense boost either way, even if it decides it's not going to be heat resistant, which we'll have to science out. It is still good for better defense, at least. Pretty sure, anyway. If you consider that it starts in Super Metroid, it's almost like the entire Link to the Past game is just like a pocket dimension inside Super Metroid. Oh yeah, that's true. I could toggle the gravity suit off to see the Varia suit one later on. Not that it's anything incredible. Dude, 60 super missiles though, that's kind of not bad. I would rather have, you know, like 30 super missiles and also a charge beam or what have you, but... Let's go downstairs first. Good thing I killed Plasma Capybara and got this plasma beam. That was a bitch of a fight, though. See, I really wish I had this stronger memory of what all this what's going on over here. Like this kind of stuff? Like what is... Yeah, I thought so. I think it is possible to glitch those things to hit them from the wrong side, but I wouldn't know how. Alright, so Norfair's down there. Well, either way, I want to go down that way. I'm gonna poke into Norfair a little bit. See if I can survive the heat with just the gravity suit and not Varia's suit. If not, Meridia time. Either way, hooray, I can actually, like, bomb jump normally. Oh, I went the wrong-ass way. Can't go that way. I guess maybe the reason, like, Mega Mans don't usually shoot upways is because they look kind of goofy when they're aiming in that direction. Maybe that's why. Like, I could aim that way, but then paparazzi's gonna be snapping pictures. Where the hell am I going? Down left. Okay. South by down east. There we go. Yeah, like these guys, you can just grapple beam these guys. Because they're tiny and stupid and suck. And then they die and you also get the thing. Everybody wins. Except for them who are dead. Because, as mentioned, they suck. Ew. I'm impressed they were able to fit, like, the Met's walking animation into the same sprite cycle that the Morph Ball uses. Like, they don't seem like they should work that well. When I first saw Dog playing this randomizer, he was using the whoever skin. There's some Tuhu who carries around like a little doll Tuhu or something. But it was a very well-made skin. Love it. We're just gonna cruise on through for right now. I think that one's called Alice. Yeah, I think so. Alice, like Margatroid or some crap. I said I really do not into these Tuhu's, but I respected how well that skin was made. Like when you're in Morph Ball, you turn into just the doll. Stuff like that. Thomas says, can't believe Zeor knows all the deep Tuhu lore. Yep, alright, unless you have specifically the Varia suit, you are not heat resistant. So, still can't really make any good progress into Norfair. You need Speed Booster to go to the upper left. And I think Speed Booster go past the save point as well. Or is that just also eats Flamesman? Yep, Speed Booster for that. Yeah, no, lower Norfair is right out for right now. I'm not a good enough runner to even reach Ridley's room, I'm pretty sure. Oats and Goats could do that no friggin' problem, but he's Oats and Goats. Like, I watched him do that, just, like, so friggin' casually. Just scuba through the lava with not even a gravity suit to reach Ridley's house. This, like, this friggin' dude. How does he do? Yep, that's a one-way door. Just for the sake of science, what the hell, why don't we spice it up a little bit? I already just saved. Why don't we see how far in here I can get? I'm pretty sure it's gonna be HOTS all the way. And I don't know that I stand to find much here. I had to bomb jump that whole stretch on my other run because I didn't have the damn space jump. It was disgusting. Do not recommend. I think there's an item check here. I think it's the next one over. Stop. You lose quite a few frames if you save accidentally. No, it's the third one over? I'm gonna die. This is a bad idea. Yeah, that'll be it right there, I'm pretty sure. It's the grapple beam. Get X, please. I mean, I want the grapple beam. I do have my reserve tanks. Will it still be HOTS? I think it'll still be HOTS. Yep, still HOTS. What are you guys doing? There's not even lava there. Still, I believe HOTS even in here, even though it's all green and bubbly. No? Alright, You cut that shit right out, that's what you're gonna do. I feel like mistakes were made. Oh hey, what do you know? I think mistakes were still made. There's gotta be a spawner nearby, isn't there? Oh no! Stop it. Yeah, I actually could... Could I do the thing? Well, what do you know about all that? My first crystal flash. Alright then, I guess I'll save right here. I took a save state earlier before I did all the HOTS. So, I have a backup. And hey, while I'm over here, there's stuff I can do. Besides which, I think even if I die, I don't come back here. I'm pretty sure I go back to the ship. Not positive. I hate those things. Yeah, I can actually, like, grapple beam across there if I want. Oh, for crap's sake. Yeah, take that. Yep. 20 rupees. This is a check too, isn't it? Alright. Yeah, now what? Couple of pretty good checks hidden over here in Butthole Land. Uh-oh. Alright. Farting crap. Alright. Well, I really don't love all this, you know, all this dying from heat exposure a bit, but seems to be paying off so far. I'm almost sure there's a spawner up here somewhere. Maybe in an upcoming room, but that might be in a hot room. Speed booster room is down yet away. Yeah. Now that I've defeated Screw Aardvark, I have the very good screw attack. Funny Mega Man joke. God damn. Either way, I probably shouldn't linger down here because I'm like running out of stuff. Even Crystal Flash won't help me if I don't have super bombs. Ugh. No. I must find spawner. Like, I know there's one, like, in this kind of environment. Yeah, house still hot. Purple bubbly room. Not lava room. Alright, yeah, here we go. We just have to hope that we get all this stuff in a way that outpaces the damage I'm taking. I don't think it's gonna work that way. No, this is bad ideas. It's not working. No, it's really not working. I should probably get out of here. There's more responsible places I could be than right here. I need to get to Meridia. Maybe at most I could check the heats, flames, no, I already made that joke. Maybe I could check the speed boost room. Settle down with all that, stop it. Probably the spawner I'm thinking is actually in here. Yeah. That is... That stinky... big farting crap butt anus strongest tornado. There we go. Okay, run. Time to give my life for whatever the stupid drop is. Watch me die for 20 rupees. I've saved recently, right? Didn't even make it. No, I do return to... Oh, good. It's fine. Yeah, I think I'm still in good enough shape to get out of here. Maybe. Maybe not. Still have my reserve. Let's find out. Find the baby bee. Everything I'm doing here is stupid. Look. Oof. I'd be a great runner at games done eventually. Nah, that's not even true. Ah, fuck. Fuck. Alright, this might be doable. See if I can farm a little bit of extra health before I go into the huts. And also not suck so much wind on the way through. It's weird, I have like this mental image of a spawner in a safe spot. Clearly that mental image is wrong and stupid. Just like me. So don't go that way, you die. Don't go that way, you die. Just don't go anyway. Norfair is just not good for me right now. I'm gonna go gosh darn save again. Not gonna be worse off. Yeah. Hey, it's Captain. Hey, I'm having a hell of a stream tonight, I really am. I'm just clearly being the best Zeor I can be. Alright, here we go. That's a little better. Adventure Zone board game. I did not know such a beast existed. And yet, I'm not surprised. Oh, come on, go. Ooh, fuck, damn balls. Probably died. Oh. You gotta do the jump, X. You gotta do it. Yep. This is doable, I just have to do it kind of perfectly. The little light shine effect from X's head thing looks pretty good there. Whoa. I just have to optimize my pathing is all. There we go, that's what we're looking for right there. That helps. Thank crud for the screw attack. I'm not sure if this would be possible without it. Now, don't mess up the space jumps. There we go. Don't mess these up. X, you fat, nasty trash. There we go. Got it. First try. Can I go back up to boat? That would be good. I know I said I was gonna do other stuff. Let's go to boat so I can feel better. kind of out of the way, but you know. We're just making the time numbers bigger. The bigger numbers is better, right? Low speed speedrun. First time I played this, it took me an embarrassingly long time to figure out. Well, no, it kind of took me an embarrassingly long time to figure out that you had to blow up that tunnel, because I'm almost sure I tried it once, and for whatever reason, it didn't work. So I kept passing back and forth through there, being like, well, I tried to blow this up. Let me guess. Yeah, you're just a... No, what are you? You're an energy refill. You're not a super bomb refill, though. These guys could be a super bomb refill. I don't love that. How far am I from boat? Pretty far. And I'd have to do some pretty stinky wall and or space jumping. Why don't I quick save right here? Let's see how far my 6 super burgers will get me. Yeah, I'm okay with having Ice Beam, though. That was a good find. Like, it might not have been a terrific idea to go through all that heat, but it got me the screw attack and the Ice Beam. So good gets. Shooty. Alrighty then. Also, again, it is good that I have Plasma Beam before Meridia, because there are some pirates there that I think are vulnerable only to it. I'm actually not sure if it is even possible to navigate that without the gravity suit. No, you know, I think it is. I think you're actually expected to come here without the gravity suit once. Maybe. I'm not sure. I do not like this place. I don't like any part of Meridia. Atmospherically, maybe. Actually getting around here and doing things, not fun. The grapple beam actually opens up one check where you have to, like, pull out a ceiling tile to jump up through. And grapple beam is actually the only way to do that. Oh, thank Cal for the screw. Ooh, what? Oh no! Oh, that's the worst. That's speed boost only, isn't it? You need a Shine Spark to get that. Yep. Well, that's the Varia suit. You need Shine Spark to get Varia suit, and it's not even an easy Shine Spark to make. Wonderful. There's a bottle. I'm only okay at the whole Shine Spark business. It's not my favorite thing in the world. It's not as bad as the Power Glove and the Turtle's Secret. But it's not ideal. Kill the bottle. Alright, well, more bottles is good. Keeps me alive. Like, this place is still confounding to navigate. Like, if you go too far down here, then it's just like a one-way exit from the area. Destroying the glass. Like ass. Yeah. Whoop. Okay, you can screw attack the pink pirates too. Well, that's nice. Yep, and plasma beam. Good, good. And there's hidden stuff in some of these places, but then not all. Yeah, see, like, there's a pointless hidden passage through there that leads to nothing. Meridia is taxing. What about here? Ah. Actually, not using my super missiles much because I'm kicking so much ass with this plasma beam. Yep, here. Alright, so to actually show you what I'm talking about, the power glove was fucking here. Somewhere in the middle of... That's where the power glove was hidden in my first run of this randomizer. I had there's no indication that that exists. I don't know how anyone was expected to ever find that. It was a rough seed. Well, would you look at you? That's a good find, and I didn't even have to mess around with these turtles. Actually, come to think of it, I shouldn't spend power bombs on this, but now I want to see. Did I just turn charge beam? Yeah, alright. There we go. Ooh! I mean, that's a pretty good one. So yeah, I learned pretty recently that if you have, like, the charge beam and only one other type of beam equipped, and if you charge it all the way, while you're on Super Bomb as your thingy, you do, like, a special charged attack. And tool-assisted speedruns can obliterate bosses with the, wave beam one. Like, it just kicks Ridley's ass. But, I think it does use a super bomb. Citation needed, I wasn't really paying attention. But it's not that practical to use for, like, a real-time player, or at least not me. Maybe Oats and Goats can. I'm just gonna keep talking about Oats and Goats, and I was very good at Super Metroid. I don't even know the guy. I was just watching his stream the other day. Tama confirms it does. Okay. You hit me in like the 2 frames between my screw attacks. Yeah, I mean, Oats and Goats is also called Oats and Goats, so it's fun to talk about. Yeah, good. Honestly, I only am up to 15 bomb capacity, so I'll not thumb my nose too much at that. Well, 20 now. Yeah, nice try. Also, hi, Ollie. So there's something like this that just plain leads to a dead end, which is one of the many fun things about Meridia. I don't think this is one of them. Tell me you guys drop super bombs. Ollie says, today on D&D, one of our players married their sentient hammer. That's, I mean, I don't see why not. Always said that whatever two consenting adults want to do is their own business. I mean, I'm assuming the hammer's an adult. I'm assuming everybody involved is an adult. I have no reason to believe otherwise. Oh yeah, I'm gaining health from my reserve tanks. Alright, so... I guess, you know, take a nap while I do this. The hammer is a hammer. Fair enough. Yeah, I think your age group is like null if you're a hammer. So what you guys are telling me is that you did not drop super bombs. Got it. Well, that's a full refill of everything else. Son of a... Is this the dead end? No, there's gotta be a way down. Come on. Alright, there we go. Good. Shroom. And more missile. Nothing else in here, is there? Nope. It is the best morph ball, isn't it? You just can't get tired of Metar Man X. So... I think there's more checks up this way. I still don't have high jump. I have every type of jump except regular high jump. This is the dead end, right? Only the kobold's gonna be a family man. I really don't see myself as like a parenting figure, but I feel like Temric will be a good dad. Family's always been important to Temric. I suppose they can have their mom's last name, too. I'm gonna have to look up a bunch of, like, brass dragon names to give to all of his kids. Nice one, Kent. It's a joke nobody else can relate to, but it's a very good one. These guys are the best enemies in the game, by the way. Ugh. Just snail. Snail game. Son of a... Alright, so where am I going? Besides everywhere. I'm going towards that boss. I don't like that. I really don't care much for that. Morty, boss. It's almost a shame to get the gravel beam after you already have the space jump. Like, sure, I can do all kinds of neat gravel shenanigans, or... Do you need Shine Spark to get up here? No. Maybe. Yes. There. I think you need Shine Spark to get up there. How about you guys? Do you drop super bombs? That would be real neat if you did. Oh, you do. Just very sparsely. Parsley. Delicious parsley potatoes. I ordered some Soylent Bread nutrient shapes, where the only shape is square. So I tried one of those out earlier. Is parsley an herb or garnish, says Ollie. You know, not my realm of expertise, I don't know. But anyway, if you're tuning in late to the stream, the only big side effect from those is I've started farting uproariously like an hour or two ago. I think the worst of it is over. But, you know, that's fun. It's been a good stream. Nobody wanted to really confirm or deny whether they were audible on mic. They must have been, though. There were some... At least two of them very were. Okay, good. Great. Not just were, but boy howdy. Were they perceptible. Perceived the hell right out of them. A couple of the most pain-in-the-ass checks in the game are here. Especially because you gotta, like, come through here again. Oh yeah, I think the first one was a good 5 seconds. We're talking serious business here. So there are like several checks here, but they suck. This one really vexed me. Oh, and go figure, there's the bow. This right here. That, how do... I feel like I pulled that off without Spring Ball, but I'll be damned if I remember how. Like that, apparently. Holy snapping buttholes. Okay. I don't know. I don't know why I thought snapping buttholes would be less offensive than snapping assholes. Holy crap! Did I earn this bow? Now, you're going to be the lantern, right? You want to be the lantern, if I know you. I feel like you want to be the lantern. You should be the lantern. Also, this is me doing bomb jumps. Oh, you're the blue tunic. That's a fine too. Can't believe I pulled that off. Just call me Zeor and goats. Don't call me that. That's the worst sentence I've ever uttered. Maybe any human. Maybe the worst sentence spoken by anyone in the very history of language. Where the hell am I going? I didn't realize this was so selective. There we go. Are you tube? Is this tube room? This is tube room. Hey. Alright, so let's go to the right, because there's a check over here. Pretty much everybody who knows me knows that I've never really had a great, a great interest in censoring myself. And yet, once in a while, I feel like maybe I should try to watch my language a little tiny bit. I don't know why I think that. Maybe YouTube got into my head. So that's the one check in the game that you absolutely need the gravity beam for. It's a gravity beam. The grapple beam. There we go. Totally should be a gravity beam. Yo, balls! Don't do this. Don't. I swear on me, Jacobs. Alright. Oh yeah, absolutely not the worst thing I've ever said. I mean, snapping assholes is just a catchphrase. And I did not invent it, mind you. That's actually like a... Ah, crap. Hang on. It's like a family catchphrase. You know what? I'll... Never mind. Oh, don't shoot this guy. Game's done quick, like the community loves this robot. Like, we want to be nice to the hardest working machine on all of planet Zephyrs. Shack Tool? Why is he called Shack Tool? I don't remember that. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I have my own mother to thank for snapping assholes, if you can believe that. I learned all kinds of great stuff from my mom. Thomas says the spelling is fake, but it is called that. I see. Is this spring ball? It must be spring ball with all this crap. Speaking of which, oh boy, it's gonna be a real buttholes to get out of here. You're 300 rupees. I don't want you to be 300 rupees. I really wish you were spring ball so I could get out of this room. Oh. Unless I... Alright, well, that went well. Maybe. Alright, no problem. Wow. Get the hang of this. Also known as Dorith and CA-15. TIL. Learning all the deep Metroid lores. The rich history of sand-digging robots. Ooh. They must have just been doing, like, laps around that room for, like, hundreds of years. Like, I know there's sand around here somewhere. If only some awesome power-armored lady and/or Reploid could burst in here and blow that wall up so I could see if there's sand behind it. Yes! I should probably not have gone this way. I think I should have gone tube. What is this way? I don't think there are any checks this way. Yeah, whatever. I have to say, overall, I feel like this is going... let's say, well... we're like on a scale of 1 to 5, 4 is well. Yeah. Yeah, there's a way through the floor here, but that's just like the one-way exit from here. I've gone through this way too many times, and I will some more, without doubt. But I guess there's a check in here? What is in here? Ah, you're a map station, you're not even real. For that matter, I don't remember off the top of my head what the plasma beam charge thingy does. Plasma. Neat. Really, it's rather good to have the ice beam, though. That's why I was going to turn it on, instead of backing out of that menu after doing nothing. Especially like when these guys show up. Screw these guys. Oh, no. Please. Become dead. Shoot. Oh, no. Still live. Ah! Alright, there we go. Would have been the most embarrassing way to die. No, regular bombs work. They just have kind of a lot of health. I think you normally need 2, maybe even 3 super bombs. Pretty sure regular bombs work anyway, either way. So, you know, back up to where it just was. Also, if you're tuning in late, I may already have a gravity suit, but we found that the Varia suit is in a motherfucker of a spot. Yay. Wait. Jump the gun on that one. Yeah, there it is. So whenever I get the speed booster, I need to find my way back here and work out the perfect way to shine Spark up to get that. I'm not sure if I ever have successfully claimed that one before. Varia suit, by the way, is like an accidental Englishization of barrier suit. But frankly, Varia sounds much cooler anyway. Ooh, look at you guys. You drop all kinds of super bombs, don't you? I'll take those. Take everything you got. Or I just got very lucky on that one roll. Yeah, that seems to be the case. Alright, screw this. Oh, and then you're the way back to Brinstar. Look at you. Alright then, now I know what that is. If it's not clear, I don't maybe know Meridia all that well. It is confounding. Tis a silly place. So I know where the plasma beam check is. Alright, well, we just gotta get back around to that other sandfall. And check the room opposite the bow. Speed. I don't know, even now when I just said speed to myself, I just remembered Vine Wrestle. And I remembered Hatsune Vinny doing the big speed. I'm going the wrong ass way. I need to go back down. Nice. Ice beam is good. Don't know why I'm doing that. I know, yeah, I'm just supposed to be going straight across here. It's getting pretty late in the stream. Why, yada. Wait, what, you little... Now, talking to guys who drop super bombs. Here we go. $20, yeah. You get the big 20, yeah. 20 bucks. This check I remember being not as bad. Not as bad. Not ass. There we go. Can I just shoot this? Yep, there we go. Anything else? Did I miss anything? Son of a... Oop, there we go. It's still astonishing to me that I pulled off any of the super bomb tricks I pulled off in my maiden run of this either. Because I'll be damned if I can recreate any of them. Okay, now tube. Blast! Go tube. 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 Everyone loves tube. Let's go check the plasma beam thingy, where you can kind of soft lock. Well, not exactly soft lock, so much as just be trapped to your doom if you go in there without the plasma beam or screw attack. Because I think you need to kill the pink pirates to get out. One of the many curses that befell me. One of the many things I had to learn about this the worst way. Speaking of which, I guess you gotta kill everything here just to get in there? Or was that a way out? What is going on here? Like, usually those dark doors mean kill everything. This is a weird place for that. Oh yeah, here's another thing I can do. Not for crying out loud. Alright, don't go that way right now. So I want to go up to plasma room. Sure, you're getting a lot of good clicky controller sounds here, too. I know that's kind of a problem with my mic setup. My mic is like right above my clicky-ass controller. It's a good controller, it's just a noisy one. Especially that B button. No, why don't you open? Are you specifically not opening because I'm approaching via screw attack? Do you not like that? Is that what's going on? What is the deal? There. Probably just locked from the other side this time. I'm pretty sure that's the only way in or out. That's funky. What is going on with that? That's very weird. Maybe I have to kill something else before I can get in there? Dunno. I know I've been in there before. That's where the plasma beam usually goes. I didn't miss anything out here, did I? Well, I don't know. I guess forget about it for right now. I'll come back to it some other time when it's feeling a little more cooperative. For whatever reason. I feel like Metroid Fusion made some efforts to try to prevent you from just wall jumping up one wall like that. Like, I don't think they meant for the super jump to be, for the wall jump to be quite so abusable in this game. Whatever. Ooh, nice. Almost forgot about that clown. You got the one too. Nice. It is actually a good thing that frozen enemies become screw attack immune. Else you'd never be able to land on them again. Wait a minute, am I going boss ways? No, I'm going criteria ways. It's about wrapping up time anyway, honestly. Close to it. Safe. There might be another check or two up here. Just in like the transition between here and the wreck ship. Do not know. Because... Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no. I know I shouldn't do that and then laugh at myself, but again, it was funny because of the fart. I'm the worst person. Could not make these shameful sounds. Yeah, I guess there aren't any checks right here. I feel like there might be something there. Why do I feel like there's something there? I'm probably talking through a paper ass. Yeah, I don't actually think so. I'm just gonna save and quit. That's enough of this farting nightmare. Like I said though, this could be going worse. I at least, what did I get? Yeah, the bow. That gives me a couple more things I can take care of on the, Link to the Past side. I can deal with both versions of the Eastern Palace. Ah, crap. Bow and blueness, it's true. The blue and red males both look pretty good on Link to the Past X. They did very well with those. Alright, that's enough out of me. I mean, that is enough out of me. Seriously though. Thanks for watching whatever the hell this was. I'm having fun with this. Like I said, I actually feel like it's going decently. I would love to know where the speed booster is so I can get Varia's suit. That's a bit of a pickle. But we barely survived enough hot rooms to get the screw attack and the ice beam, so that was kind of cool. And we have a bow, so we can do shooty at all the bads. And I'm kind of saying all this out loud so I can remind myself later. Alrighty, back to Nintendo 64 Potpourri tomorrow. I'll probably lead with Star Fox again because I want to give you the good ending because I gave you the like lame ending last time. So you'll see the true ending of the Star Fox 64. And then a whole bunch of other stuff, probably Excite Bike 64, whatever else lands in my hands. And then back to Mischief Makers on Friday. But I probably won't need the whole stream like for that, but we'll have to see. Anyway, I'm gonna stop talking and farting. No, I'm gonna keep farting. Alright, I'll see you guys next time. Later.